Romeo and Juliet is a brilliant production. We're so excited to be choreographing it again. The characters are so rich in Shakespeare. You can portray them in loads of different ways, and it's a really good vehicle to help the dancers to grow up as artists, to ask them to portray these really dense and wonderful characters in these horrible situations sometimes. It really makes them grow up, doesn't it?
Yeah, they've all got quite vast emotional journeys actually, so that is something which we spend quite a lot of time in the studio talking about, so that really resonates with the audience and we can really identify what part of the story those characters are up to.
We tried to get them to read a lot of Shakespeare too, so they get their own take on it rather than copying other people.
Maybe here, it's like, oh. Yeah, that's it. Was that him? Was that him? And then he pulled you back again.
I'll be playing the role of Juliet. Obviously, it's a big role, and I feel like I go on a journey during the show. It's like you open the show with the first scene, and she's just this girl who wakes up in her bedroom really happy that she's going to meet her future husband, and she's just waking up with her friend. She's very free, she has a free soul. And then later on in the story she meets Romeo and she starts changing a bit. She ends up having a big fight with her family, and that's when she has to make big decisions for herself, and that's when you really see the maturity in the character. And that's quite difficult to bring along because you're always having to restart from scratch when you're rehearsing, and you're just having to really feel the real feelings that character would be feeling in that moment basically. But there's so many lovely moments, like just even to engage with the stunning music. There's a bit that I'm just on the bed and I've just had my massive argument with the family, and I'm literally just there feeling the music, and I'm just going through so many thoughts in my head, and it has to be quite realistic to be able to portray that to the audience.
Prokofiev's music is the best ever ballet score. I'd never tire of hearing that beautiful music. We've got a fantastic designer on board, Georg Meyerval, who's designed all the costumes. They're quite modern, quite trendy, a little bit different, and 6 beautiful chain curtains. Now I'm really excited about those because we bring them in and out during the production to have different scenes, but we video project on the chain curtains as well, so it's a shimmering effect on the chain curtains, but also the dancers can move in and out of the chain curtains, which is really exciting.
I'm very lucky I get to play Tybalt, and he's got 2 sides to himself. He has the mean, fierce side that you see when he battles, and then you see a different side to him when he interacts with Juliet, who's his cousin. It's a little bit more soft while still being that strong male figure in her family, and I think you really get to see that when we do the Dance of the Knights, which in our version has Welsh clogging.
Where people normally get a bit confused when we say we've got Welsh clog dancing, it works. It's an amazing element to the show.
Well, this is what makes our Romeo and Juliet different from every other Romeo and Juliet in the entire world. It's something a little bit different, and it's something very, very Welsh, and as Amy said, it really works.